sophisticated. A lot of people. You okay?
Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Parker, on your retirement. We'll be happy to cash out your retirement account today. Just a few of the details. Great. Now let me go get your money. There's a little bit more. Okay, we have 5, 10, 15, 20. That's it. Now don't spend it all in one place.
Currencies have been backed by oil, by gold and silver, by land. As soon as you remove something that you can't, something that puts a financial constraint on them, where you can't just print as much of it as you want, the currency is pretty much doomed. Basically, we used to use gold and silver, and then they come out with representations for gold. All the currency in the United States and in most countries was redeemable for gold or silver at one time. Our currency used to say there have been deposited with the Treasury of the United States $100 in gold coin payable to the bearer upon demand. You go into any bank, slap down your currency on the counter, and ask for your money, your gold and silver, and they would give it to you.
I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets.
Never in the history of the world has this ever happened. In 1971, the U.S. and Nixon convinced the entire world to replace gold and silver with paper money. This stuff. Cash is trash.
They just type them into a computer. The dollars. They don't have to print them anymore. It used to be that you had to mint coinage to expand the currency supply. Then you had to print paper to expand the currency supply. But now all you do is you add zeros to it.
The Federal Reserve has been given the power and the authority to create money out of thin air. But it is actually horrific. When you look back in history, the last 3,000 years, every episode of this kind of silly crap ended very, very badly.
When everyone realizes what's happening, it's going to be a gold rush into this thing that will be it'll just blow people away.
It'll be the biggest one in history.
Yeah, it's going to make even in the shares, it's going to make the NASDAQ boom look like nothing.
It really took this economic crisis for people to start waking up. People in the United States are discovering that, it's in our Constitution that only gold and silver can be money in the United States, and that the Federal Reserve notes are illegal, unconstitutional money that we're not supposed to be using.
They don't even have to print this trash in.
Right.
It's electronic. That is how fast it's going to hit people.
Now learn this from Joel Osteen. That's my man. He be texting me. That's my man. God done put some people around me, show me some stuff. He was telling this story. He said, this man that went to heaven, he was walking with Peter down this aisleway, and it was going down this corridor, had a lot of doors on it, and said all these doors had names on it. And he said, Peter, let me ask you something. What's all these doors, these names on? He said, don't worry about it, just go ahead. So he kept walking. And he messed around, he saw one of them doors and had his name on it. He said, whoa. He said, hey, Peter, this here ain't got my name on it. Something I need to know? He said, man, don't worry about that. You here now. Just go on in there and talk to him. See what he said, nah, I want to know what's in the door. He said, you sure you won't see what's in the door? He said, yeah. So he opened up the door. It was a warehouse. It had nothing but shelves on it. And then the shelves had nothing but packages. And all the packages had his name on them. And he said, what is all these boxes? He said, that's all of the blessings all of the things God wanted to ship to you. But number one, you didn't ask him for it. Then number two, you didn't believe you would have it. Then you doubted him. And then you felt like you wasn't worthy. And so now all these boxes is uphill. Now the man standing there wishing he had never even been in the room. And I started thinking, I got some dudes that work for me. And I said, I want you to do this graph for me. And that's what I'm finna show you now. See, what happening is, when God sends your package, he only sends it to one street. That's Faith Street. You got to stay in faith. You can't move off of Faith Street. You can't get on Doubted Drive. You can't be over there and start doubting it, because your package gonna go right on by. You can't lose your faith and get on not meant to be way, because your package is going to keep going right on by. Because the package just go to Faith Street. You can get your little feelings hurt, I ain't worthy. Guess what? Your package going to keep going right on by. You have not because you ask not. Then you sit up here and start feeling sorry for yourself. You go over on pity way, your package keep going right on by. If you stay right on Faith Street, don't ever come off, because the blessing is coming. If you wait on it, here it comes. It may not come when you want it, but it's on time. But if you get up and you move off of Faith Street, your box gonna get sent back to sender. And now you're gonna have a warehouse with a bunch of boxes with your name on it that you didn't never get. And I don't know about you, but I want everything he got for me. If he got something for me, I need all of mine. Because I don't know about you, but God lay you out, man. God will give you stuff. Man, he done took me places I ain't never thought I was going to go. I done seen parts of the world I never even thought I could go to. He done gave me stuff. He done put people in my life. God will do it for you, man. But you just got to stay, man. Use these principles of success. Understand, God is just that way. He'll lay you out. Because if he can lay me out, see, if he fix me and change me and get me over here trying to do better, I ain't perfect. I'm just trying to do better. I still say some stuff I ain't supposed to say. You understand? I ain't got it all together yet. I just got in the gate. I'm a new kind of Christian, but ain't no lock on my gate either. So if you see, once you check me, I'm probably gonna check you back. But I'm getting better at that. I don't know how to love my enemies yet. I'm getting better at it though. But it's a process. And the more times we can make people understand that it's a process, the more people can come in. And y'all people that have been good to me, that have been praying for me. I mean, man, my mama, if she could see me now, I just wish my mama could see me. Because she been praying for this here all her life. Watch my son. Well, he done watched me, mama. And I'm cool now. And my philosophy is very simple. I was who I was, but I am who I am. And I'm cool with both them people. Because who I was wasn't that bad a cat. I made some mistakes, but I've been changed a little bit, and it's still a process. And the more people that you invite into the process, the better this is. Because ain't nobody perfect no how. So I
Faith Revolution, Brother Eric Ture Muhammad here. Good morning and greetings to all of you who are on the line today for our team building training. We felt it was an imperative to reach out to all of you as leaders, servant leaders, critical to our success. And I want to thank all of you for participating, and there'll be more to come. And we're going to get started in just a second, okay? What I wanted to share with you is why I selected those passages that you saw. You know, this last one in particular with Mr. Harvey, talking about the package, okay? Many of us really don't have a grasp of what the opportunity is before us, what we actually have. Many of us just don't know. And so we have to make time and take the time to help you to be aware of the opportunity, even beyond some of the trainings that you're already doing, even beyond some of the presentations you make yourself available to, even in all your communicating and sharing with everybody the opportunity, or those of you who are just saving. We just need to help you see the power of what you have and how you can leverage yourself through it. So what we have right now, I titled it, Welcome to the It Takes Two initiative or campaign, if you will, lack of a better word. Okay, two means plus you, the TOO. And it's how we create consistent cash flow in our business. We do it through the ingredients of dream, desire, determination, and discipline. All right. So, trying to get my screen to advance here. We sought for our success. We sought for our success. I did a stream on this earlier this week on just this particular aspect. We have to sort for our success. You have to know personally that your opinion is absolutely vital and important. Your opinion of yourself counts. And when we take more stock in ourselves, we develop a strength, we develop a confidence, we develop a desire to really move in the way we need to move. We develop a way or desire to create our own narrative, to define ourselves, and to choose a path by which we dictate and not allow it to be dictated by others. So there's a couple of things here that I want you to understand. In order for you to value your own opinion, which again is how you see yourself as being important to your success, you have to grow your opinion with personal development. Personal development. You have to grow your opinion with personal development. That's the only way it works. We're introduced into a world, and we're introduced into this opportunity in the world like never, ever before. A wealth transfer. People can't really comprehend that. People don't really understand that. But when I opened up the videos and you saw how the retiring couple went to the bank to get out their savings, and all they ended up with mounds of blank sheets of paper. And then the teller had the nerve to say, don't spend it all in one place. Well, thousands upon thousands of people over the last month had that same experience, except they didn't have to go to the bank to find out they didn't have any value behind their cash. You see, others lost their entire retirement fund completely with the drop of a stock market, with the crash of a Dow, or what they call the S&P. They lost everything, and their employer had the nerve to tell them, oh, don't worry about it. It'll recover in another 10 years. Yeah, but tell that to someone who's working 30 years, 40 years already. Okay. And tell that to someone after you convince them that this was the right way to go and there'd be no risk or no issues for you storing your money. They sold you a product, and that product inculcated risk, and they took the risk away from you by not giving you a full understanding of what it was you were involved in. You must be accountable for your success. Position yourself to lead by example. Always ask this question day in and day out. If my team, meaning those that I referred or those that I sponsored, if my team was to duplicate what I do, where would my business be? You see, that helps you to sort and discover and determine what areas or what aspects of your business that you can better, that you can, I see the word, that you can not manipulate, but you can tweak to be more productive, to be more of an asset to yourself and others. Okay? You must be systematic. People will fail themselves. People will fail you. So we need to be systematic. We need to plug into a system by which it helps us to achieve those things that we look to achieve. All right. I'm very excited to be with you all today. I really, truly am, and I hope that you find measure or value in what we share. Now, there's a couple of things here that's going to come out of this presentation. You're going to learn the power of two components, leverage and exponential growth. These are key components to consistent residual income. Remember the reliance on simplicity. That means keeping it simple. It makes all your efforts duplicatable. You must understand money. Money loves movement. Money loves speed. Money loves being a part of a system, and it loves appreciation. But in order to know how to make money appreciate, you have to know what you're dealing with. And I'm here to tell you right now, we got to create a whole nother mindset, because money is not paper. Mr. Kiyosaki said it with you and Mike Maloney. Cash is trash. Gold is money. And you have access to it in ways and in abundance that you couldn't possibly imagine if you haven't really embraced this opportunity. So that would behooves why I'm sharing with you what we're sharing today. We have to change the mindset, folks. The root of all the problems we see is our worship of this piece of paper. Yeah, we worship it. We're gonna show it today. We worship this thing. If you work for this, you're working for man's debt. You're working for loss. You're working for lack. You're working for a system of poverty. This is man's debt money. This is a problem. Mr. Best shared this with me some months ago, almost a little more than a year ago. He shared not with me personally, but he shared it in a presentation. He said, I want you to look at that dollar, hold it up in the mirror, and say, I am a piece of paper and I control your entire life. My God. I am a piece of paper and I control your entire life. You need to hold that in the mirror, not you personally if it doesn't apply to you, but we need to hold that in the mirror every day and just say that before we start our day. Because we need another mindset. We need another mindset. See, because the problem is, whatever happens to that dollar with the mindset that we currently have, whatever happens to that dollar happens to everything you have kept in dollars. Whatever happens to that dollar, if that dollar falls flat and you hold on to that dollar to pay for expenses, pay for bills, holding for savings, it's going to fall flat. If it's dollars nothing today, then what you're holding it for will be nothing. And as a result, you'll have nothing. We have to change the mindset. We have to get out of this commission mindset. See, we came to this opportunity. Many of us came with, we came with a quick money mentality. You know, like we approach lottery, scratch cards and the like we approach a hustle. You know, we came to this with that mentality because that's the one we've been trained into. Quick, fast, in a hurry, immediate gratification. But this is a wealth building platform. So many of us are not as successful as we could be when we approach people because we carry commission breath. You know, you can smell a person selling something to you a mile away. And you know whether it turns you off or not. Well, people are less apt to embrace what you have to say when you wear on your sleeve, I need money. I need it now. Because you're telling them that you don't really care about them, you care about your situation. And I'm not saying your situation is not important. But if we understand the tenets of what we have, if we understand the approach of what we have, then we represent it in a whole nother way. We represent it with a greater sense of value. So I want us to remove commission breath. When we go before people, we can't be looking like, perceived as the salesperson. Because our people have been sold a bill of goods all day long, and many of it has resulted in loss, much of it. So we're going to give you this deep clean antiseptic. We're going to give you Gold Wash. Now, this is original brand. I shared this with Mr. Best and Mr. Dalco yesterday in a conference. Okay, you know, we're going to share with you the way you eliminate that commission bread so people don't see you coming and figuring you to be disingenuous or not sincere about your approach to them. Get yourself out the way. Gold wash will kill commission breath. It's Wealth Builders Worldwide approved. It's used by more than 100,000 of us around the world. And our active ingredients are the dream, the desire, the determination, and the discipline. We need those factors by which to move, okay? So we have to have the proper mindset. We have to get the understanding. Above all, you must have understanding, family. With leverage and exponential growth, these are keys components to consistent residual income. Remember, the reliance on simplicity, keeping it simple, makes all efforts duplicatable. Understanding money is paramount to your success, because if you continue to hold on to this trash, this cash, you will always lack. You will always be behind the curve. You will never progress, because God is trying to give you what's his. And you have to be willing to let go of the trash in order to receive. Money loves movement, it loves speed, it loves a system, and it loves to be appreciated. Money's not paper, folks. Money is gold. I'm going to share a clip here with one of the greatest who ever done it in our experience as a wealth builder. And this is Mr. Big Boomer, known as Dan Girolamo. And we're going to share an opening where he gives us the attitude.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. And we're honored to be here. And I'm excited to introduce you to Dan. He's a good friend of mine, mentor. And he drove all the way from San Diego to be with us with his beautiful wife, Claire. And Dan is a gold director elite with Carrot Bars. And he's also a World Leadership Council Advisory Board member for the entire company. What you're going to be seeing tonight is something very unique, and it has certainly changed my life enormously. And so I'm looking forward to hearing Dan speak. So welcome, Dan, please.
Thank you very much. When people used to ask me, my name is Dan Girolamo. When people used to ask me, hey, how's it going, Dan? I'd say it's not quite 6 Saturdays and a Sunday yet, but I'm still working on it. Well, now I can actually say it is 6 Saturdays and a Sunday. And that comes from some work, diligence, persistence. And I'm going to play a quick little video because in our life we have choices. We all make those choices. Sometimes when we don't make choices, we're actually making choices. Okay? So I'm just going to play this quick little video here. It's 2 minutes long.
Hopefully that gave you enough to understand the mindset by which we have to have. All right, now this is our disclaimer, of course. We're not financial advisors. That's a fact. This presentation is not designed to give financial advice. The following examples will show calculations for illustration purposes only and is not a guarantee of income. I told you the ingredients you need for your income. You need to dream, you need desire, you need determination, and you need discipline. And when you put those 4 Ds together, that's going to determine just what kind of money you will make for yourself. We tell everybody in Karatbars, there's money to be made here. You can make the money, but it depends on the size of your dream. It depends on your drive to get it, okay? So I'm going to introduce something to you about this compensation plan, but in order to do that, we got to get an understanding of what we mean by teams and what we mean by system, okay? Now, every person that signs up with you as an individual is a team. So if Mr. Glenn Perkins, also known as Dark Gable, if Mr. Glenn Perkins signed Miss Alicia Mahone, then that's a team member. She is a team. If he goes on and signs Miss Jada Muhammad, then that is an additional team member. So it's not that they're on the same team in that respect. In this, the respect I'm talking about, each one of them represents an individual team because they go out to build their own opportunity. Team is also an acronym. It stands for Together, Everyone Achieves More. Together, everyone achieves more. So what keeps us together? A system. And when we respect the system and allow the system to work for us, as opposed to us creating overkill by trying to micromanage and make everyone rely on what we share. Not that it's not important, but we will fail. We'll fall asleep. We'll miss appointments. But a system, when you're guided to a system that runs 24 hours, 7 days a week, when you're guided to the tools of the craft, the art of the effort, then what happens is that system runs 24 hours, 7 days a week. When you dedicate yourself to studying and reading books and listening to audiobooks and looking into inspirational videos and the like, when you make yourself available for live events, when you make yourself available for trainings, these are tools that will continuously work for you, and that system creates, it activates rather, those ingredients of dream, desire, determination, and discipline. System is also an acronym in the world of wealth builders. Save yourself some time, effort, and money. Save yourself some time, effort, and money. There's a couple of people on our team who, and I use team loosely, okay? But they shared with me some of the things they were doing with auto recruitment, meaning they would go out and buy leads. And it may have its place, it may have some value. I've never had the level of success with it where I would want to commit myself to doing that over and over. But I shared with him, he had a platform. That platform gave him, I don't know, I think almost 90,000 leads. He paid for that. And as the leads came in, you would think that that would translate into the growth of his team, development of his team, at least he thought of that, and translate into revenue, residually, sales. But there's a formula I want you all to embrace. Here's the formula. I hope you have pen and pad. Here's the formula. For every 100 people you personally invite, for every 100 people, 20 will listen to you. For every 100 people you invite, 20 will listen to you. 5 of them will sign up with you in the opportunity. Out of 100 people rather, 20 will listen to you. 5 of them will sign up with you. 2 of them will run. They'll be rock stars for you. For every 100 people, 20 will listen to you. 5 will sign up with you and 2 will run for you. We're going to show you how it only takes 2. So I raised that because I shared with him that formula, reminded him of the formula, and then asked him, based off of the formula, how many people have come to your opportunity? Well, mind you, he's a part of our organization, our network. So I could see how many people came. He was honest about it. Well, nobody as of yet. Well, how long have you done it? Well, this is my 3rd week. Well, how much did it cost you? You see? Because when people give you things, you know, in that kind of effort, there's a lot that goes into having funnels and automated leads and referrals. There's a whole nother level of work that's involved from you, the one who's looking to maximize the activity. But if you have not maximized your foundational activity, then it's almost a safe bet that you won't see anything out of the alternative. You know, this is grunt work. This is the grind. This is what we do to realize the residual income we're looking for. You're not looking for affiliates. You're looking for leaders. And when you work one-on-one with people, you help to develop leaders in leadership. And that way you now save yourself time, effort, and money. Why? Because now you don't have to go out day in and day out recruiting affiliates, because you have leaders that have duplicated what you've done. And everybody is in for the long haul, and it creates success. So system, save yourself some time, effort, and money. All right. So many of you may not understand the value of the multi-goal packages, but I'm going to share with you about the leverage and exponential growth, and I'm going to make it very basic so that you can work with the numbers. Okay. What's in our multi-goal package? Well, each package contains pure cash gold. And if you don't understand the power of the gold that we carry, our gold is not like the gold coins. Our gold is not like the other asset, silver. Our gold is not like the jewelry that we wear. Our gold is LBMA certified. That means it's the grade of gold, it's the quality of gold that allows currency to gain value. It's the grade of gold that allows nations to pay off debt. It's the grade of gold that allows you to walk in anywhere in the world with it as a medium of exchange, because it is 999.9 pure 24 karat. You have other grades of gold, but they don't measure up to what we have. And if the gold that you have does not settle the debts and leverage your household, then either you need more of what's a lesser grade, or you need to understand the power of what you have. Okay, so our packages contain pure cash gold. Each package provides units to the seller, meaning you sell a package to someone, you gain units. Those units help you to accumulate dual team payouts. All right. You know, each package, number 2 through 7, provide matching cash gold bonuses. So if you make a package available to another person, they acquire it from you, not only do you get the direct commission, but you also get free cash gold. Each package, all right, number 2 through 7, provides commissions to the seller dependent upon package status, generational 5% matching bonuses. Meaning, if you have a bronze package, then you can go 2 generations in to obtain a matching bonus. If you have a VIP package, you can go 7 generations in to acquire matching bonuses. Now, each package generates 10%, 3%, and 2% direct commissions, and provide 10% discount cards against any package acquired, and an annual 3% discount on classic gold acquisitions. This is very important to understand. Okay. You have profit cards, bonus codes that are digital now, that are in your back office. If you go to My Gold, and under that section of My Gold, you will find digital bonus codes. All right. Those codes, these are numbers that go on the dashboard of your back office. So on your dashboard, under the account column, the very last boxes, there are 4 boxes there where those codes go. They don't go into the page 2 of closing out or checking out of on a product. They go on your dashboard. Now, when do you put them in? All right, if you have not done so before and you put one in now and you're not trying to acquire a package, that's going to give that bonus code that you use gives access to a 3% discount for the next 12 months from the time it's activated against your classic gold acquisition. So like, for example, you save in auto save or auto exchange. When you save classic gold, today is running, I think it's $78, 78 cents euro. Okay. So that means that on the screen, it looks like you're paying full price because the way gold is weighted on a day-to-day basis, then your gold bar activity and saving in gold in your gold savings account, you don't see the discount there. But the discount is there because you don't get just 1 gram of gold. You'll get a gram of gold plus the 3%, and it will show in your bottom line in terms of the value. Okay, so that's one use of the card, but you can only use it one time. Each card is going to be used one time. So you put in, if you put it in without trying to get a package, then what happens is it'll go towards your 3% discount for 12 months. Now, let's say you're ready to acquire a package. Get your cash gold first in the dollar amount of the package. And after you acquire your cash gold, then put in the next digital bonus code again on your dashboard. And that will give you a 10% discount against any and every Carrot Bars package. You can make this discount available for your prospects. So if you have a VIP like the one I had in it last week, I got the cash gold for him. He got that cash gold. Then we added the digital bonus code. So it made his 4,900 euro package less 490 euros. So he got the discount, and then it allowed him to go in and pay. He just paid a little over 4,000 euros. I think it was 4,100, something to that effect. When the commission came, however, I get the full commission of the list price. All right, and that's what you get. Though it's discounted for the opportunity for the prospect, it'll give you full commission against the list price. So if it's listed at 4,900 and you discount it for 490 euros against that package, for that individual, you still get a $490 euro commission. Okay, very important to understand the power of what you have there in these packages. So in case you don't know how it works, I'm just going to share this with you right now. Your level bonus, your level bonus is where you maximize your saving plan. Okay, you already have a free gold savings account, and if you save gold for yourself and share with others how to do, they can do the same. You can receive up to 6% commission monthly. That's not an annual, that's monthly. Okay, and you literally max out your plan to achieve that commission rank by getting 5 teams or 5 people to do what you've done. Okay, then this is how the plan works. And excuse the graphic, it doesn't look too clear there. But each affiliate gets a package. This is the plan that we're proposing. That each affiliate get a package, if you don't already have one, get whatever package you can get, and save 2.5 grams of gold per month. Each affiliate get a package and save 2.5 grams of gold per month. Get 2 people on your team to do the same. That's duplication. In 4 weeks, you'll have enough revenue in your bank, your gold savings bank, where autosave will automatically kick in, and you'll be saving out of commissions earned and not pulling anything out of your pocket. In 1 month, you could earn at bare minimum a consistent cash flow of 1,000 euros or more. You will obtain higher rank achievements and gain larger commission percentages monthly. You'll definitely set new goals as this happens. But how you have to have the mindset, you have to have the determination, you have to have the discipline by which to do this now. So let's just figure from a basic bronze perspective, okay? Let's say we get package number 2, that's 180 euros. All right, you go out and you make that package available to 2 people. We're dealing in twos, okay? Remember the formula, 100 people, 20 listen, 5 sign up, 2 will run for you. All of us have 2 that will run. So let's say now you get 2 people to acquire a bronze package. First, you have to have at least a package, any package. But let's say you got a bronze package for the sake of this example. You got the bronze package number 2. What does it give you? It gives you a weekly compensation of 10%, 3%, and 2%, meaning 3 generations of direct commission. You get a 5% matching bonus for 2 generations. You get 2 units for every package sold. You get 0.2 grams of gold, matching gold bonus for every package sold for 2 generations in, and it already comes automatically with 0.6 grams of cash gold. So it comes with gold for you, and it allows you to acquire free gold along with commissions, along with units. You follow? So let's say now you're in week 1 and you got 2 people. Those 2 people at 10%, it got you a 36 euro commission. It got you 0.2 grams of cash gold, and it gained 2 units for you. And you're only asking that person to go out, or those 2 people to go out and tell 2 people. Well, that 2 now becomes 4. And at 3%, now you receive a €21.60 commission. You receive 0.4 grams of cash gold, and you get 8 additional units. Week 3, you're dealing with 8 people on a 2%. Now, mind, we're just figuring off of 1 package and your multiples, okay? And as a result, now you see another 28.80 in euros, 0.8 grams of cash gold, and 16 units. Now, for the sake of this example, I didn't multiply everybody in this. I only gave you what it looks like with 2 people, 4 people, and 8 people off of 1 package, the basic package of package number 2. Now, what did that do? By the end of week 3, you have 86.4 euros in commission. You have 1.4 grams of free cash gold in total. You have 26 units towards any dual team payouts that you might have accumulated. It gets better, folks. Because this is, and the reason why this is important, because you see these rankings, every time you add euros to the opportunity, you gain what's known as points towards your commissions. I'm gonna see if I can make this a little plainer. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so when you come into the opportunity with Karatbars, you have a ranking as a distributor, but you have no points accumulated because you have no money moving through the system yet. So your qualification, you have to accumulate a certain amount of points in order to receive a commission, and commission goes up monthly as you achieve points, your commission rates. All right. So every dollar spent, or every 2 euros equals 1 point. Every 100 euros equals 50 points towards your commission. These aren't units. These are points that are calculated in the system that guarantees what your commission will look like in the following month. All right. So this is why we jumpstart everyone and we say, look, get cash gold first. Because instead of getting a half point recognition for each euro spent, you'll now get a full point for every euro spent. And this is how. Let's say if your package costs $4,000. Well, if your package costs $4,000, the points towards your commission is 2,000. So your 2,000 points puts you right here as a silver supervisor, and you earn up to 1.5% commission. But when you get the cash gold and you get that 2,000 points, and then you use the cash gold to acquire the package, it's going to give you another 2,000 points. And that allows you to get the full bang for your buck. And that 4,000 will bring you here at bronze manager at a 2.5% commission monthly for the upcoming month. Now, if you achieve certain ranks, you'll stay at a certain level the whole while. So this is why we do this. This is why we encourage it, because it puts you in a stream of revenue where you see commissions against your savings and you see commissions against your direct sales. Now, when you get effective with it, you end up developing lines. All right. Your lines are based off of your teams. Each team member, each person represents a team. We've already established that. But in addition to that, each team is a line. So when you have production here, I'll look at Gold Director. 9,000 points on one line, 4,000 points from another line, 3,000 points from another line, and 200 contracts. Every transaction is considered a contract in carat bars. Every one. So if you get cash gold first, that's a transaction. If you break up how many times you get cash gold, each of those are transactions. When you acquire a package, that's a transaction. When you save in gold, that's a transaction. Okay? So all of that accumulates. And you can find yourself hitting the ranks of 4%, 4.5%, 5%, or 5.5% as a gold directed elite. You can get up to 6% commission monthly. Our dual system, you know how it works. You acquire a package, any package. It's all of your acquired carat bars, products, goods, and services. You tell other people, they do the same as you, you're making money. Hands down, there's no question there. Your direct commissions, they're based off of the unit principle. So when you have units involved, here are your packages. Each package comes with a 10% commission, a 3% commission, and a 2% commission. So we're talking about exponential growth and leverage. We already established that you make a package available to one person, you get a 10% commission. If that person makes it available to another person, you get 3% of that. If that person makes it available to a third person, you get 2% of that. Okay, but we're talking about exponential growth. This is an example of one person. But suppose instead of telling one person, you told 10. And those 10 people did what you said. Then those 10 people now have 100 people, and there's 100 people paying you a 3% commission. But look, the 100 people do what you said. That 100 people now give you 1,000 people paying you a 2% commission. I want this to resonate with you now, because this is exponential growth. This is fast growth. This is an accelerated growth. This is not just your savings program. This is your savings program plus this. I'm sorry, this alone is the commission based off of the sales, but your savings program, that's a whole nother category of commission that you're earning. So you're earning commissions on your savings, but you're also earning commission against the packages. And guess what? The gold attached to these packages also count towards your savings commission because it's on your account. It came through your system. Your dual team bonus. Just walking you through it now. Your dual team bonuses are based off of units. So every time someone on your left team gets 25 units or your right team gets 50 units, either side doesn't really matter. You accumulate enough to gain 2 dual team payouts. They run forever. 25 on one side, 50 on the other. And then depending on the status of package that you've acquired, you will see a payout of 40 euros up to 80 euros. And depending on what you've made available to someone to acquire, it determines how many units are attached to it. And you can get paid up to 180,000 dual team payouts per week. Okay, so I want to take you back to our example. And I appreciate your time, family. See if I have it right here. Okay, we already know what the gold packs, multi-gold packs carry. All right. And then the example I gave right here. Now, many of us have more than one person we've talked to, right? I have 200 people I've sponsored. And the example I gave you is just of one person with a basic package. With a basic package. This is what's known as the lesser best case scenario. With a lesser package. All right? That's one person. So if you have 20 people on your team, that's 20 people that can reproduce this. Let's look at it from base. Let's just say 10 people. In those figures right there, if you have 10 people, let's say you have 10 people that did what you did in week 1, 36 euros. That gives you 360 euros. In week 2, you'll see another 216 euros. In week 3, you'll see another 282 euros. That is 858 euros in 3 weeks. But wait a minute, you got free gold. What's the value of the free gold? When you take that 0.8 grams of gold that you receive, you're going to end up with at least 8 grams of gold. How much is that worth? That's 630 euros on the basic price today of $78.78 euro. But wait, you're saving 2.5 grams of gold monthly in your savings program. Monthly. Do you know how much that is over 12 deposits? In 12 weeks, you would have saved another 855. Yeah, you would have saved easily. Let me pull out the calculator. Let me do it that way. 12 grams. I'm really trying to show you how simple it is so you don't go out looking for a mystery God to bring you bread. You know, like take on a job. Now, keep the job that you have is helping you to finance your freedom. I'm not telling you to quit. I'm telling you to produce. And as you produce, you start cutting back and miking back your own hours. Okay? So you have 12 deposits at 2.5 grams of gold. That's 30 grams of gold at $78.78 euros. That's more than 2,363 euros worth of gold after 12 weeks. But more importantly, it's not coming out of your pocket, because all the way back in week 3, really you can do it sooner, but in week 3 or week 4, you have free gold coming. Why? How's it free gold? Because everything you paid for the first 3 weeks, you already made enough money to use your prepaid MasterCard and allow the MasterCard that has the commissions from what you earn to just reinvest back into yourself, into the gold. So you're never coming out of your pocket again. Now, that's with 10 people. But wait, we left out a whole nother calculation. The fact that you're gaining units. With 10 people over the units that we talked about, and you're talking about close to 200 units. Those 200 units, every 75 gives you a payout. So if you have 25 on one side, 50 on the other, you're going to get paid. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you now, I chose to share it with you at this time for 2 reasons. One, many of us have been in the opportunity for a while, and many of us are sitting lopsided or what they consider top heavy. You have so many units on one side, but you have a big enough team, a strong enough team that you just show them the value of what they have. Your payouts will go through the roof. So, give you an example. I sold a VIP package last week. That VIP package came with a commission and it came with 100 units. When that 100 units popped into the system, I got the commission, I got the free gold matching bonus, and I got 4 payouts off of that activity. It got so good to him, he got one for his wife. You understand the power of what you have here? And then when it happens like that, what do? You don't rush out and spend it on everything that comes across your mind. You have to have the mindset of a wealth builder, of a saver, and save 10%. Can you save 10% against every dollar that you earn? If you have a dollar, can you spend 9 dimes and keep 1 for yourself per every dollar? Sure you can, but it's the mindset. You have to be willing to let go of that mystery God. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say mystery God, I'm going to show you a picture of it again. I'm waiting for the screen to catch up. There it is. I was moving real fast. Your mystery God, screen froze, is that dollar. If we don't learn how to let that dollar go, we will never see the success that God desires us to have. We won't see it. We have to let that dollar go. Are you willing? Are you willing to let it go? When I say let it go, I'm not talking about throw it away. I'm not talking about burning it. I'm talking about taking that dollar can never grow in value. It'll never grow in value. Take that dollar and exchange it for its power in gold. Steve Harvey talked about the packages, right? He talked about you have not because you ask not. Have you really explored the opportunity? Have you looked into what this could really do for you based off upon your needs, your dreams, or your goals? Or did you just get into it just to get into it and say, well, I can make some money? You see, you have to be resolute. You have to know what you want. Because if you know what you want, the system will grace you with it. But the mindset that comes with it, do we believe? Do we believe that we're worthy of it? Listen, people ask you questions like, well, how much does the gold cost? Well, from the example I showed you, after 3 weeks, it didn't cost you a darn thing. That's why we don't carry the mindset of cost, because we understand value. But this is why we understand a world who does not understand the power of value over cost, because their mindset is different. Their mindset is a piece of paper that controls their entire life. So it's understandable that they don't see what you see. You're introducing an opportunity to them because it's wealth building. It's something that has never been a part of their life before. It's a wealth transfer, something that you have never been in the way of before to receive. So why doesn't it cost us? Why do we take the dollar and save it for gold? Because it's positioning. You are literally positioning yourself in front of the greatest wealth transfer to ever hit mankind. You're positioning yourself in front of it. That's what the dollar does in the system. That's why you save yourself some time, some effort, and some money, because you don't go out here paper chasing and trying to utilize the paper to save. You want to save money? You can't save money saving paper. You can't make money saving paper. But you can utilize the paper's value by saving gold and stretching the power of the paper. That's basically what I wanted to share with you today, this morning. I wanted to make it available to you. I appreciate your time. And if there are any questions, we can open up the floor for those. Do we have any questions? I'm gonna stop this screen share for a minute. Oh, what did I do? All right, any questions, comments? Dr. Kirkwood, it's good to see you, brother. It's been a minute. Let's see who we have on this mighty screen as I look around. Hey, oh, I don't have it here. It's in the other room. They're playing with it. I see Brother Jeff Ship. Sir, who am I talking to?
No, Papa.
Dark Gable.
Dark Gable, what's up, soldier? How you doing?
Man, fantastic. Great training, sir. I just had to jump on Mr. Cox. Thanks to him, his leadership. He sent me the information. I said, man, let me jump on this. I know it's man.
What are your thoughts on it? What are some of your takeaways, Brother Glenn, if you don't mind my asking?
Man, I was in and out because I was driving coming down the interstate.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the way you explain how to maximize the whole system for the transactions and stuff. So I'm getting a little better understanding of how that works. So thank you for that.
Thank you, dear brother. Thank you. I see my son is on the line. Brother Kirk, Rastafari, wagwan, son, wagwan.
Hey, Papa.
Assalamu alaikum.
It's not good. Happy Ramadan too.
Thank you, brother. Ramadan
Very
Kareem.
interesting. You know, I'm just trying to observe it all, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I thank you, soldier. I thank you. So we have, okay, I see a question here from Brother Amar. Digital bonus cards, more on how to and where to use them. Okay. All right. So how it really works, the bonus cards, now some of you still have physical packages, and those who had physical packages, they came with cards. If you've never used them, you can still use them. Your bonus card is designed to give you a discount against your classic gold purchases. So when you use one card on the system, you put it on your dashboard, it will automatically credit you with a 3% discount. If you have not already done it, or if your sponsor hasn't already done it for you, you have a 3% discount that is given to you for a 12-month period from the time that that card is entered. It gives you a 3% discount against the gold purchase, meaning the classic gold. That's the gold card. Okay, cash gold does not qualify for that at the moment. All right, those cards allow you to see that 3% discount, and it's only used one time every 12 months. Any additional cards you use, either for yourself or for someone you sell a package to, it gives them an automatic 10% discount against a package they acquire. The multi-gold package, whichever package they acquire, it gives them a 10% discount against the card. It does the same for you. If you have an additional card on your system, you can only use it one time. So let's say, for instance, you're now a silver, but now you want to go and get you a VIP package. Well, the VIP package, the number 7 is 4,900 euros, right? So when you have your cash gold acquired, then you pop that card in, and that card will give you a 4,900 euro discount, but the payout will still be 10% to the seller. Okay, and so that's the value of the cards. That's how they actually work. Now, with the card, you have to understand it's about placement. If you intend to use the card to get a package, get your cash gold first before you put the card in the system, because it'll knock the card out. And then when you're ready to get a package, you're going to have to use another card. All right. Now, each package comes with an amount of digital bonus cards. They're not reusable, but they are transferable. You can utilize them with other people. You can utilize them in other packages. I've used several dozen cards amongst many of the team, okay, to help them realize the pursuit of their dream. Okay, here's Sister Jada. I present the information every day and seem to not be making any progress. What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong, because no one comes to anything before their time. No one. At the same time, you want to use the power of your upline. You make the presentation, you make the invite rather, and then you send in the presentation. And then you ask them something very simple. Did you see the video? Yes, great. What did you like most? And let them tell you. Sometimes we shoot ourselves in the foot when we do say things like, do you have any questions about it? That's not a question particularly for somebody new, that's not a question to ask unless you're going to really plug them into your upline. But you should never position yourself to ask that question. Oh, but before that, let me go back to this. Give me 1 second, Sister Jada. There's something I want to mention about the packages. Do you notice on your dashboard, you see steps 1 through 5? And we start everybody at 2, right? The reason we start you at 2 is what I explained in the cash goal aspect. But the other reason is the packages in step 1 are not for you if you're in the US or you're in a country where you can receive digital gold. That package 1 is there because there's a world out here, 184 countries, we're in 146 of them, and some of these countries cannot receive digital or physical gold. So the package is allowed, and that package is for them. If you utilize that package to sell to people in areas where you can get digital and physical gold, you're actually shortchanging that individual because there's no gold in that package. It does not qualify for the matching bonuses. It does not qualify for the matching gold bonuses. It's not a part of that system. It's what gets you started in countries that doesn't have the advantage of physical and or digital gold. Okay, so coming back to what you shared, Sister Jada, and I thank you for the question. Okay, you're not doing wrong. You just have to immerse yourself in the system and then be consistent with it. Do we reach out to 10 people, 20 people a day and leave it at that? We got to make sure that we make our list. Our list is the distance between where we are and where we want to be. Our execution of that list gets us closer because the more no's you run into or the more non-responses you run into, the closer you're getting to the yes that's going to get you what you're looking for. All right. I'll give you an example. We have a process that we teach called reverse calling. You ever experienced you miss a call, you don't know who it is, and you used to put in back in the day *69 or whatever, and it shows you the number of I'm talking to older heads now. Some of y'all don't qualify. I know. But back in my day, we had phones that came out the wall, right? And push button. So when I even had rotary, but in the push button, when someone called and they hung up, or someone called, you didn't catch the call. If you pushed in the code *69, or #6, I forgot what it was, then it'll tell you the number that it called from, or it will call the number back for you. Well, we have a reverse system here. This is what this means. When you reach out to people, don't limit yourself. You reach out to everybody. Don't think with your pocket and keep moving. You reach with everybody with the opportunity. And the ones you write down after you reach out, so let's say you reached out to 100 people, right? You reached out to 100 people. Do I have any of my books up here? Okay. You reach out to 100 people. So I make my list every day, okay? And I have 100 people, and I go after them, all right? The ones that respond go into my follow-up book. I have a separate book for follow-up. Oh, here it is. I have a separate book I keep for follow-up. So when I say, hey, do you look for ways to make more money? They said yes. I sent them a presentation. I write down that I sent them the presentation. And those are the ones I follow up with. Those are the ones I concern myself with. I don't send a text message and then just wait. I didn't respond yet. Damn, I knew this thing didn't work. You say more to less people faster. I mean, you say less rather to more people faster. And you keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And the reverse comes in now, someone responds. That's the one you concern yourself with, not those that you've already contacted on the list. You go back to them when you have some downtime, some structured time, but then you concentrate on the ones that have. They responded. You wrote it down. You get back to them. You set an appointment with them. And you keep moving. Now, Here's the other thing that we have to understand. We're in a situation like we've never been in before. People are searching, but they haven't caught up yet. They're starting to catch up now, and you're going to start feeling some momentum of people wanting to know the opportunity. Okay, so they want to know the opportunity for you, and they say, look, tell me more. It's not your responsibility to tell them more. It's your responsibility to connect them to your upline sponsors who can tell them more. See, you've developed a trusted relationship by plugging them into you, right? You develop trust in the relationship, and now they've gotten as far as accepting the invite, looking at the presentation. Now you want to get them started, but they'll trust you even more if you reach up to your upline and say, hey, Dr. Kirkwood, I'm sorry to bother you. I have a young lady on the line who I'll be talking to in a moment. She's really fired up with the opportunity. We talked over some goals, or we didn't talk over goals. You inform your upline of where the conversation should go. You guide the upline, and then you arrange a time. So then Sister Jada says, hey, Miss Janetta, this is Dr. Kirkwood. He's the best thing since sliced bread. He's the straw that stirs the drink. When God made him, he broke the mold. You know, he knows everything about this opportunity. He's fun to work with. He's exciting. He can help you get that money today. Dr. Kirkwood, I'd like to introduce you to Miss Janetta, Dr. Kirkwood. And then Miss Jada gets quiet. She don't say another word, but she takes notes and allows the upline sponsor to talk over the goal conversations so that we know exactly step by step where to go. All right. So I might have a goal conversation with someone. Hey, Sister Chris, can you unmute your mic? Are you available?
Hello?
Yay, yay. Hey, dear sister, how you doing?
I'm well, and yourself?
Blessed, thank you. So I want to do a sort of a role play. And the reason why I chose you, because I see your activity online, and you're crushing this thing. You're crushing it, and you motivate people. So let's say now you're the prospect and I'm the sponsor. Ms. Jada has already introduced us, and now I'm going to have this conversation with you, okay? I want you to listen for the goals. Ms. Kristen, how you doing? I'm glad to make your acquaintance.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful. I woke up on the right side of the dirt, so you know that counts for something.
All right.
So listen, welcome to the opportunity. And let me just ask you, did you join us to save in gold or to make money?
Well, I actually joined to do a little bit of both.
Wow, that's excellent. Well, that's great because you're in a powered position to do that. So there's certain processes and steps that we're going to take. Did you look at any of the packages?
Yeah, you know, I really want to grab a VIP package, but I'm not sure if I need to do that. Can I, maybe a Bronx would work just well. So I really don't know the difference between, like, what's the benefit of kind of moving up?
I'll tell you this, the benefit of you making that kind of decision on acquiring a package, that in itself is phenomenal, because what it does, it allows you to accelerate your income faster. So what size package could you get right now?
Well, times are a little tough for many of us. So I'm thinking, if I look at my finances, I think I want to go ahead and grab a VIP package, one of the lower end VIP packages.
Excellent, excellent. It's a great choice. So what we'll do, we'll show you how to move along with that advantage. And we want to show you how to get, if you pardon the term, the best bang for your buck. So I'd like to walk you through a process by which you can maximize your investment into yourself and grow your money quicker and more fluently. Is that okay with you?
Sounds good.
Excellent. So if you're ready right now, if you're in front of your screen, and then I would just go on and talk. Thank you, Sister Chris.
Sure.
Then I would just go on and start sharing the process by which they follow. What's the very next process you follow in that opportunity? You move towards your KYCs. You know your customer. You move towards that. Okay. If a person has already told you they're ready to get a package, stay with them there and then move to the KYCs. If a person tells you, well, I really just interested more in saving right now, great. That's a great opportunity. We'll get you started. In order to start saving, you had to show proof of identity, proof of address. Let's move you through the KYCs. That process is universal whether they're just saving or whether they're doing saving in gold. You must have that out the way first, right? And then you move on with them after. Now, here's the thing. When they do their KYCs, and you have to teach them correctly how to do that. If you don't know how, let's get on the launch parties that are occurring. The fast track this weekend on Sunday, you'll learn more about it. Okay. So let's say now you have, what was I going to say? Or you get your KYCs done. All right. After those KYCs are done, then you have to register them in Carrot Pay. All right. You have to register them in Carrot Pay. You're going to walk them through those processes. Each process only takes like 4 or 5 minutes. But what I started to say about the KYCs, when they're in, you call Germany. It's 24 hours customer service. The numbers are available to you. And you get on that phone right then and say, hey, yeah, I'm Mr. Kirkwood, or I might say, I have an affiliate. I have an affiliate, Ms. Renee Gant, and she's ready to get her KYCs approved. And they'll say, well, what's the username? And I'll say Rich by Choice, RICHBYCHOICE. You spell it out for them because you're dealing with another country who may not understand your vernacular as strong. Phonetically, they might be a little different. So you spell it out so they can look it up. They say, oh, okay, I see, yes, Renee Gant, she lives in heaven. That's right, that's her, okay? Then you move on to get them approved. They'll look at them. They'll tell you what she might need to correct in the event that's the correction needed. They might tell you, oh, you're approved. Now, that process, that may not even take 3 minutes. So you took a few minutes to get the KYC done. You took a few minutes to talk to them directly. You took a few more minutes to get your Carrot Pay registered. How much time was that? Nothing. And something that people can work with. All right. Now you can move into a flipping the cash gold and then on the cash gold to get the package. But the goal in all of this, you want to walk with people. Is it worth walking an hour through confusion with someone to get a VIP package? Absolutely. Is it worth it to do it for a bronze package or just get people saving? Absolutely. Why? Because when you are able to show people immediately, for instance, if you were to take someone through the process, they acquire their cash gold, before you move the cash gold to the wallet to acquire the package, ask them to do one thing. If they're in the United States, say, oh, hey, do me a favor, write down what your total cost US-wise, how much it costs you to get this package. To get the cash gold. And they'll write it down. Great. Now I want you to look at where your cash gold is sitting. Then you take them to My Gold and you show them the cash gold amount that they acquired is sitting right there. Then show them the value. So I did this with one brother. I don't think he's on today, but I was with Mr. Joseph. I said, okay, what would you like to? He said, man, I want to get a silver package. Great. We go through the cash gold process first. 575 euros. He ended up spending something like 761 US or something like that to get that package. Okay. I said, great. Now I want you to look in your My Gold section and look at your value. 10 grams of gold sitting there. The value was showing 795. He said, oh, I made a little money. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, what did you spend? He said, 761. I said, how much is showing there? 795. I said, dear sir, those are euros. That's not US dollars. And then when he converted it, he was darn it up to $900. You see the power and the value? When people can see that immediately, all doors are open, all gates are open. They're ready to do everything now. You got to create the mindset that you want to grow out of. You got to take them away from that worship of the dollar. They don't know they worship the dollar. Many of us don't know it. And I dare to say this. Some of you have it in you where you're like, man, I can't put that kind of money out there to get so-and-so and such and such. I need to do X, Y, and Z. You've forgotten the value because you haven't really looked at the value. Okay? You got to look. In some respects, this is a faith walk. In other respects, it's a cakewalk. Because when you can see what your money does immediately, why hold on to it? Why hold on to that trash? If I know that I can take $5 or so and exchange it for cash gold, if the dollar isn't worth but 3 cents, this $5 is 15 cents. I don't need that. But if I get the cash gold, right, and it has 1/10 of a gram of gold in it, and that gold is sitting on the debt clock at $20,000 an ounce, that means you're talking about $2,000 a gram. At 1/10 of a gram, I got $200 in my hand. And what did I do? I exchanged this for this. And I stack them, right? I keep them on account, or I have some shipped home to me at a certain time. The bottom line is I'm making money. See, when we go outside of systems, the system is designed to appreciate you. Remember what I said about money? What are the things that money loves? Money loves movement, right? Money loves velocity and speed, right? Money loves, what was the other one? I know appreciation was the last one. You know, I gotta look it up now. I done messed myself and got so excited. Where are my notes? Okay. What does money love? Money loves movement. Money loves velocity. Money loves money moving towards you. It loves appreciation. How do you appreciate it? You pay yourself first. When you exchange the cash for gold, it immediately appreciates. It loves you as long as you love it. But if you spend, you sever the ties with your money. Save your money. Get out of that slave mentality of holding on to something that has no value. It's like the love of a woman for a no good man. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad used to use that example. That man beat on you, treat you all kind of ill, and you say, your girlfriend said, girl, you need to get away from him. Yeah, I know, but I just love him so much. He beating the hell out you. That's the false sense of relationship we have with this paper. We have to let it go. Okay, I'm looking at the last few questions, Brother Harrington. I'm glad you wrote that message on the dollar. However, we all have been a servant to it all of our lives. A euro for us who don't travel creates fear and misunderstanding. Your thoughts? Great question, brother. Excellent question. Yeah, you walk them through and show them the power of it. Show them. You know, explain it to them. See, because just as you experienced it, I walked with you and you saw the immediate growth of your dollar in gold. All you got to do is show them the conversion tool. Give them xe.com. Help them to understand they're part of a world community. I just typed it into the chat. xe.com. Download it to your phone or to your apps. Okay, and what happens is you can utilize it to take away some of the fear and stigma by showing them it's done in euros because it's a European-based company. So what you do is, all you gotta do is say, well, it's $78 here. You put 78 euros in, and it's gonna tell you the dollar amount. That eliminates a lot of it. Okay, I hope that helps some. Mr. Amar, it is in their best interest to build the cash gold first, or is it in their best interest to build a cash gold first or purchase the multi-gold pack if they are ready to get it? If they're ready to get it, get the multi-gold pack first. You get the multi-gold pack first because you already have the cash gold in the pack. It's already getting you started. And depending on what size of a pack you get, you can flip that package into more cash gold. You see? So are you saying, should they get the package and not get the cash gold? Or get the cash? You're not talking about getting the cash gold to utilize for the package, are you? Help me understand, Brother Amar.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Ready for
I'm saying, would it be best for them to use the cash gold to build up to get a multi-pack, or if they're ready to purchase a multi-pack with their own money, what would be the best way to go?
I got you. I got you. So if they're ready to get the pack right now, get it right now. It gives you status. It gives you a jump start on cash gold. And as you bring other people into the opportunity, you're going to grow. Or if you're just saving after that point, you still leverage yourself and accelerate your income because now you're still earning 5 times a month as opposed to once a month.
So it'd be in their best interest to use their own money to get the multi-pack, or with
no. it's in the best interest to use their money to exchange for cash gold.
Mhm.
And then
Okay.
use the cash gold to get the multi-pack.
Right, okay, yeah, right, okay.
Okay, because that also gives you higher commission when it's time for the monthly payout.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Sister Jada says, does your 5 week restart with a package upgrade? No, ma'am, it does not. Your 5 weeks is from your first initial package, and that's when the clock starts. Anyone else? Man, I'm loving this family. I really appreciate y'all. Anyone else before we close it out? Well, I want to thank all of you for your time and consideration. We had great participation. I hope that you found something worth your time in the presentation. And hey, Brother Miguel, all the way from the UK, what goes on with you, brother? How you feeling? We'll find out from you in a minute. Right now, I would like to turn it over to our man, our myth, our living legend, the straw that stirs the drink. He is the senior business partner here in Wealth Builders Worldwide, Mr. Michael L. Dalco, V103, or Free 103, excuse me. Mr. Dalco, are you available?
I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for inviting me on, Dr. Eric Ture.
Mr. Dalco, did you have the opportunity to see the slide I sent you about gold wash after our conversation?
No, I didn't, man. I got completely overwhelmed. Mr. Best had me on a call last night.
It was a great call, sir.
Yeah, and Manisha and I were working on additional projects after that and went to bed pretty late, which is so awesome. I love it that we have the freedom to go to bed late, not having to worry about any particular schedule the next day. But I want to tell you that this conversation that you're having right now is probably at this juncture the most important thing. Good, I'm seeing that slide there. It's probably the most. Oh, that reminds me of Boomer right there.
Yeah, this is where it came from. This is Boomer.
I think I might come out today.
Yeah,
I just want to show you that slide. I'm sorry.
And not get paper tomorrow. And I think I'll stop by Food Town and get some creamer. And come on.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay, love it. Love it.
Okay, so you were saying, sir, my apology.
So for sure, I got a little background.
So they close at 1, so I want to get a little bit early.
All right, let's mute, please. I'm trying to get to the mute screen that you taught me, sir. Thank you.
I know. Want some more. Yeah. I just want some more.
Okay.
Okay, then you have to unmute Mr. Dalco.
We're discussing with the team today is probably, the discussion you're having with the team today is probably the most important subject right now at this juncture. I don't think that there's anything other than plugging in. Of course, that's our standard understanding of what we're doing right now.
Yes, sir. Did you get muted again? Okay, there you are.
Talking about, which is acquisition of cash gold, and I hopefully I can tie a little bow on what Mr. Muhammad already perfectly broke down for you guys. I want you to think of it like this: every action you take, if it can start with cash gold, do it. Even the digital packages can be purchased with cash gold. Every possible action you can take started with cash gold, not only because it creates more units in your organization, but because it creates velocity, which is what Boomer used to talk about all the time. It is the speed of the movement of money that creates wealth. And so I don't want you to see it as the 2 or 3 people you sponsored using cash gold, which increases your commission. I want you to see it as if everyone on your team acquired cash gold and you had 100,000 affiliates. Think about how quickly your organization would grow and how much velocity you would have if 100,000 affiliates only got a #1 package just to qualify for their weekly matching. They got 2 grams of cash gold, 100,000 of them. That'd be 200,000 grams of cash gold every week. That team is smoking. Now, if those numbers seem extreme for you, Mr. Ty Best has over that number right now in just 6 years. And the people that are coming into the business now should move twice as fast as we did when we got started. Because when we started, there was no cash gold. There was no cash gold exchange in exchange for products, goods, and services with cash gold. Everything was classic gold. It was a 20% more expensive product. We had no auto exchange. We didn't have any of that. We had 4 packages, bronze, silver, gold, VIP. Now we have 7 packages, multi-gold packages that pay additional gold on top of the gold you acquire with cash out of your pocket. So take what Mr. Muhammad says today to heart. Make it a habit of acquiring as much cash gold as possible. Last thing, one of my business partners wanted to get the 2,200 euro package, the #5, but she acquired $3,300 worth of cash gold. Got $2,200 gold package and kept the rest in her free gold savings account. Because what's coming down the road that's hooked on and a link to cash gold will absolutely blow you away. You want to be ahead of that curve. You don't want to be the person trying to make rapid acquisition after the train leaves the station, right? You want to get out ahead of it. So go ahead and start saving cash gold now and uploading it to your e-wallet so that it can have that 8-week maturation process. And when the 8 weeks is over, you're ready to move with speed in the new economy. So thank you, Mr. Muhammad, for letting me come on with you, and back to you.
Oh, sir, thank you. It was a great honor. And we can end it with that, family, because we're getting ready, prepared. Get yourself settled and relaxed to get into your power call. This is where now you take this time to reach out to everyone on your team and plug them into the power call and plug them into the 12 o'clock presentation. Thank y'all so much. It's been an honor, privilege, pleasure. I'm glad to see the numbers that we see today. Now let's show some numbers by pouring it into the volume that we bring to this activity. Peace and power, family. Forward.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad.